Hi, good morning. This is will it be my third? I'm doing some intros back to back, that's why I'm counting there. But you'll have seen the previous video. I mentioned I got for Christmas an Action Man. Now, my husband asked me what I wanted for Christmas, and when I told him I wanted an Action Man, he sort of looked at me like I'd gone mad a little bit. But there again, how could he expect anything else in here? So I got my Action Man. I am so pleased for him. He is an anniversary piece, so he's like a reproduction. He's not the original one. They're still not that cheap to get hold of though, so I'm really pleased because he's got like the flocked hair and he's got a beard, and well, you can't really tell from the box, but this is the box. So as you can see, it's the Action Man Adventurer, but like I say, he's a reproduction one. I'm not sure, it doesn't say on the box. I know they did anniversary ones, so I'm not sure whether he's one of the anniversary ones that they redid or not. Now, these were quite hard to find. I mean, I was the one searching through eBay, and he basically said, well, when you find one, order it. So we finally got this one after umming and ahhing quite a bit. He's in lovely condition. I've had a little sneak peek, but I got my husband to check him out, but I actually haven't got him out of the box myself. So we're going to go top down and have a look at him. And also, as I mentioned in the last video, I bought some little clothes from the toy fair. We're going to have a little look sort of how they fit him as well, because he is going to be a little bit sparse on the clothing department. I went for this one also because he's like in trousers and shirt rather than the military one, because I do want him to fit in with the Cindy's and the Barbies, etc., because I'd like to take some photographs. That is the aim. When I ever get this room tidied up, that is the aim, so I can do a little bit more photography. So let's go top down and have a look what Action Man has to offer. So here is the Action Man that I asked for. I know my kids thought I was absolutely insane when I asked for an Action Man, but I need him for photos more than anything else. I've seen there's a couple of people on Instagram who do the most amazing photographs of their Cindy's and Barbies, etc. And a lot of them do actually, as well as having Kens and other male dolls, they also have Action Men. And I just think he sort of fills the sort of setting so nicely. As I say, I'm pretty sure this is well, I know it's the reproduction, but I'm not quite sure when. It just says Action Man Adventurer by Palitoy, now with gripping hands, with realistic hair and beard. It just says he's got sweater boots, trousers, and there's a leaflet and equipment manual. I'm not sure exactly. I'm sure my husband says there's something missing, but I'm not sure on that. Now, these are the different types you can get. So I've got Adventurer, and then obviously there was Sailor and Soldier. Is there any more on this side? Oh no, it just shows how his hands grip. Let's see what it says. It doesn't say anything in English there. So basically, it's just showing you he can grip things, and the back is the same as the front. So let's get him out of the box. There are a load out there that are cheaper, but it depends on what you're wanting from them. There's a leaflet in here as well. Come on, leaflet. No, leaflet doesn't want to come out. There we go. Now, this is clearly from somebody who was a proper collector. I don't know what they are. They just seem to be in the box. Perhaps they attach something. I suppose it could be a little drinking vessel. It's got a little cup or something like that. I'll keep them for something. Now, we have some... oh, look at this. Action Man stars. Now, I know with me, obviously, having Cindy when I was younger, we used to collect the hearts, and you collect them and you get so many different things. It says, and get another Action Man, a Royal Canadian Mounted Policeman, or an action dog, a guard dog. That's been really cool. I mean, I know what we were like with the Cindy, so I can imagine people who collected Action Man were definitely collecting those stars. Oh, and there we go. So I'll presume you pop your stars on there. Is the star on the box? I know with Cindy, the star was on the box and you used to cut it out. I can't see it on there, but again, it's a reproduction. I'm saying that reproduction, it's not, it can't be that new still though. Look in here, because it says there. Now, unless all these bits are reproduction as well. If you are a collector of Action Man, please give me information. I have zero knowledge. Obviously, my husband said he had them sort of when he was a kid and things like that, but you didn't really pay much attention to things like this. Yeah, it just says, I've saved enough stars. 4D stamp. See, that indicates old, but I'm still not sure that he is. I'm sure he is reproduction. This is his manual for his equipment, bits and bobs you can get. So this is our guy in the middle here. These are the different outfits. Now, when we went to the toy fair, there were lots of uniforms you could buy. Some were so expensive though. I wouldn't mind some sort of uniform for him. but I'm not sure what yet. But I wanted normal clothes so he can sort of be just part of the other Cindy things as well. So that's quite cool to keep. I don't know whether my husband's looked through this. He'll probably sit there go, oh, I had one of them, I had one of them, I had one of them. Because apparently he did have quite a lot of Action Man items. Look at these. I just think it's just so cool to have. Oh, look, and that is the bit that's telling you about that as well. See there, it says 12p, 18p, things like that. So that is still cheap, but that is decimal, whereas that doesn't seem to be decimal, so I'm not quite sure there. So we'll pop that down, and let's have a look at the gentleman himself, the man of the hour. Now, I wanted one with this fuzzy hair, because I just think it fascinates me. I just sat there doing that all the time. And I wanted to make sure he had all his hair, which there are a few out there that have bald patches, etc. Now, I know some of you out there know how to reflock them. I'm not even going to try. I was just pleased that he got all his hair. I just thought he had a nice face. I like the one with the beard. I just thought he had a nice face. He has a blue sort of, what would you call it? Polo neck, turtleneck, depending on where you are, top, which seems in very good condition. It's like a jersey fabric. And then he has these that you could argue are jeans, couldn't you? And then he has these boots, which are already coming off. So hasn't got any socks. Would he have had socks? I feel like he should have had socks. I'm a bit nervous about pulling that off now because I don't want his foot to come off. Although it looks like the foot is like a peg. Look how fine these laces are. That is nice, but also a bit of a pain at the same time. I've got a crochet hook here. Let's see if we can get his foot out. Poor thing! He's lost his foot. The boots are really hard. There's just no flexibility in them. You know, like sometimes you get a boot and it's soft. And you can sort of squeeze the doll's foot out of it. Can you hear that? These are really hard. I think your foot might be staying in there for a little while. Perhaps if I heat it up, you know, with a hairdryer or something like that, that sometimes can soften the plastic to get it out. I don't want to pull it because I don't want to break it any. Well, it's not broken. Look, it's just like a little peg. Or is it? Oh, bless him. Look, he does seem to have, he's like me, it's the same leg as well. He has a fractured ankle. I know the feeling, mate, because I'm in the same position. So, yeah, there is a break. His foot is broken. Now, I don't think that was mentioned. The person might not have even known because if they've just been on display, the plastic can go a little bit funny sometimes. It's not a biggie. That can be sorted out. I'm going to get my husband to get that foot out of the shoe, though, because I'm going to make a mess of it. Now, I'm really super nervous of undoing this one now. Because, obviously, if the other one broke that easy, there is a chance that this one was going to do the same. I think I might just take the laces out completely and just get a sewing cotton and a needle to put a new set of laces in. I think that might be the easiest. It's still really stiff, though. It looks like you're never going to take your shoes off, mate. Like, can you see? If I keep pulling that, you can see it's going to give. So I'm not going to. We'll sort of look at his body because these have an awful lot of articulation, which, to be honest, doesn't make them look that attractive underneath their clothes because it's all pins and lumps and bumps and sort of different areas of movement. See, this doesn't scream old to me, so I've just pulled his hand off now. It does plug in. It does plug in. Poor man. I'm killing him, aren't I? Does that one come out as well? That one comes out as well. I think that might be the easiest way. This turtleneck is very tight. I don't want to pull his head off as well. Dear me, I'd say that's on back to front as well because it is on back to front because there's a seam there. And that should be at the back. Yeah, it's definitely a different plastic. So it's definitely a reproduction. I don't know much about them, but ones I've seen at the toy fairs and that, it's a different sort of plastic to this. So that is something to watch. But the idea of the pins and all the joints and the twists is similar to the original ones. His hands are a slightly different colour, which I've noticed on some, but at least his hands aren't as yellow as some, so that was okay. We have a little bit of movement here. You see when you see the old ones, again, I've only seen them at the toy fairs, they look really sort of almost dangerously fragile in these areas. So, but you can see we get that sort of twist area. The hips are really weird. You have to excuse me, Mr. While I just do this. There's lots of like ball joints, there's lots of pins and tucks. So it gives the movement, and that's what I wanted. So when he's dressed, you can get the most amazing articulation. Now that feels sort of as if there is an elastic between the legs, which I know for the Cindy there is. So I'm just going to take him off screen a minute, keep his decency, and have a look. Yeah, he's semi-strung, for want of a better word for it. It looks like, I don't know where it goes from, but again, if you are a collector, you could sort of let me know. So there is stringing in there and elastic. Can you just see that? You see that elastic? It looks like it's quite a wide elastic. I don't know whether that's been redone, because it almost looks like sort of a knicker elastic, for one, again, I keep saying for want of a better word, don't I? But yeah, for want of a better word, which is something I used on one of my Cindy's, and it does work, but it's not like the original stuff. So generally it's in great condition, but look how we compose him. We can get all sorts out of that. And I say, because he's got the grippy hands, he can hold things. I say, his body does look a little bizarre when he is undressed. Let's see if we can push this leg up. So we have a knee joint. There's quite sort of nice shape to the leg, so you can see he's got definition and things, which is pretty good. So yeah, the actual movement and articulation is quite amazing, and I just think he's got a lovely face. I'm sure my Cindy girls are going to be very excited when they see this young man enter their abode. Now, do I take the arms back out? I don't think I can get the hands over now. I don't like having to take a doll apart unless I have to. I'm going to have to. It's like with the smart dolls and that. I know sometimes you'll take the heads off and things, and I don't like doing it, because I think the more you take them off, the looser ultimately they're going to be coming. Oh, actually, shall we try his shirt on? His arm doesn't want to go there. Oh, look. That's better. The elastic must have twisted inside. Now, this is the little shirt I got, which is an original. Now, this is original. So I thought it was in pretty good condition. It cost £1. I mean, some were very expensive, but this was £1. Let's have a look at the label. I'm sure it was a legit label. Yeah, look, Palitoy Action Man. Now, the only thing there was this little seam here. But when I looked at it, it's not a ripped seam. It is an undone seam. So that is such an easy repair. When the fabric's torn, that is a different matter, I must admit. So you do have to be careful when you're buying these vintage clothes, because sometimes they can't really be repaired. That's actually quite smart, isn't it? I quite like that one. In fact, should we leave that one on you? Though I have got to repair it. You can tell they're all press studs. I might replace those as well. But that's a nice, smart jacket. Obviously, with his hands will be better. So that's okay. At the moment, though, I can't get his trousers off to try the other trousers on, because I can't get his boot off. I mean, he is looking in a bad way, bless him. What am I doing to him? He's going to be regretting coming to this house. But these are the trousers. You know, actually, they're not that short, are they? I don't know, when I picked them up, to me, that looked like they were 3/4, so I didn't get any of the others because I was a bit concerned about that. But they're not, are they? They're full length. I mean, maybe they do hit the ankle, so you would need a pair of boots. But I was imagining they'd sort of be like capri length for him, so I don't know, get him a pair of sandals or something like that. But yeah, they're okay. And again, these were only £1. I don't know whether these are authentic or if somebody has made them. I think these might be homemade, so they might be worth turning inside out if they fit him well when I get his boot off, and actually making some, because I know compared with compared with Ken and all those, his body structure is different. Apparently it's a little bit hard to make trousers for. But that is him. I am really pleased with him. Bless him. I'm going to be taking him downstairs now and seeing if my husband can sort out his other bits and pieces. In fact, that shirt does need to come off, because, as I say, I've got to repair it, haven't I, before he can wear it. So he's going to be introduced into my world of Cindy's, and I will hopefully be taking some photos. We need to get him sorted first, though. Do we do head first? Got to be careful, because I don't know how strong the flock. I mean, I suppose it's got to be pretty strong. I don't know how it's put on. Is it, again, you guys who know, is it a piece of fabric they put on, or is it sort of individual, you know, like glued on flock, or I don't know what it is. But I knew I wanted one that had a beard and that he had fluffy hair. This is what I wanted. Yay! So that's it for now. That is my poor action man finished. I think I need to go and repair him and sort him out. Thank you so much for watching. There will be more videos to come. I've got lots of catch up to do as I had a little break over Christmas, and I'm hoping to do some crochet for him as well. I don't know what he'd want though. I don't know, maybe a bag or a cardigan or something. We will see how that goes. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all very soon with our next video. So bye bye for now.